Don't sweat it, honey. Just turn your struggles into strengths. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Take a moment to hit the like button. This really helps my channel to grow. That way I can get my words out to more people. Also, share the videos. Today I've decided to touch on the topic of turning our struggles into strengths. I'm coming from struggles, okay? I remember my struggle days. Even though I'm from struggle, I'm still not 100% there yet in life where I want to be, but I'm way better than where I was. So I just decided to touch on this topic because I know with the rate of how life is going now, I know there's a lot of us out here that are struggling. So I'm like, let me just do this little video. I remember where I'm coming from. I remember days where struggle was my nickname, okay? I honestly do remember this, and this did not hinder me from doing anything that I want to do. I actually used my struggles as strengths, and I pushed on them, and I just tried to go harder and harder to get to the goals and places in which I want to be. We've touched on the topic of how some people are stronger than some in life. Some people can actually manage struggles, some people cannot. We're going to touch on a few things to help you to regain the strengths that you have and how to turn those struggles into strengths. We want to reframe the challenge. So what are the challenges that you're facing in your life? And we're going to now look at them in a positive perspective instead of looking at it as a negative thing. We're going to think of it as an opportunity for growth for us. So we're going to sit back, we're going to take a look at those challenges and see where we can grow within those challenges, within those struggles. What are some ways in which we can learn from this and we can turn this into an opportunity to grow? That's the first thing that we're gonna do. Reframe the challenge, take it out of being too negative of a thing, putting it into a positive perspective and thinking about it as an opportunity to grow. What can you learn from this situation? How can this situation make you stronger? This is how we're going to approach the challenge. So whenever the challenges come, that's what we're gonna do. Say for example, I have a challenge of I can't pay a bill that I have to pay. I'm going to think of this as an opportunity for me to grow. How can I start making more income in order to manage this challenge of me struggling with my bill? What are my talents? Now I'm going to go back to my talents, things that I'm really good at. If I don't really have too much talents, I'm going to go on YouTube and do some searches, see different small businesses, the side hustle, passive income, ways in which people make money on social media or digital marketing, whatever the case may be. How can I put my talents to use, or what can I do to start making more money to solve this issue? This is an opportunity for me. So that's how we're going to start looking at things, as an opportunity instead of as a negative thing in our life that we have to deal with. You also want to embrace the struggles. You want to remember that no one's life is perfect. No one. You might see people and they seem to be living a perfect life and you feel like you're not. No one knows what everyone really goes through, and no one in this world ever has a perfect life. Understand that these things happen. Obstacles come and go. Understand that these things are things that's going to take place. This is just life. This is just things that we have to deal with. Embrace that struggle. So this way you can approach difficulties with a more positive mindset. So now when difficulties arise, sometimes when difficult things arise for me, I chuckle. Again, oh hey, new thing to deal with, new obstacle. How I'm going to kick this obstacle's ass. Approach it with a positive mindset instead of negative mindset that's going to bring stress on you, that's going to make you feel sad and down. No, approach it in a positive way. We have to work on our mindsets as well. We have to build a strong mindset. If your mind is weak, you need to work on building a stronger mindset, because our mindset is what makes life really different for us. Some of us, we can be going through the same exact struggle and people will never know, because we still get up, we still look cute, we still go about our days as if nothing happens, because our mindset is so strong. We have learned how to approach these things, how to take on these challenges head on, to not let or allow these challenges to hinder us from where we need to be. So it's all about mindset. Work on your mind, and once you work on your mind and you've built a stronger mindset, you're good to go. You also want to extract lessons from your struggles, because each struggle has something to teach you. And whenever you make mistakes in life or you encounter struggles, you always want to make sure that you learned from it. What exactly was this struggle trying to teach me? What was it that I needed to learn from this? So whenever it happens again in the future, you know how to approach this. You know the things to do, and you don't feel intimidated by it, because you have learned your lesson, you have learned from the struggle, you have learned from the challenges, and you can even avoid it or try your best to not end up back in that situation. For me, for example, I was so bad with credit cards, messed up my credit cards 100%, messed up my credit 100%. Now I have learned from those challenges, credit card struggles, dealing with collections, all of that. I've definitely learned, and I'm still learning, but I make sure that I learn. So the credit cards that I have today, I am taking a complete different approach to these credit cards that I have now versus back then, versus what I used to do. So you want to learn from the challenges, learn from the mistakes, learn that way that you can prevent, or you can be better the next time whenever these obstacles come around. You also need to learn how to adapt to life changes. Understand that life is going to change. Today you might be up, tomorrow you might be down. Understand how to adapt and make better for yourself. We need to be open to new approaches. We need to be open to new things happening in life, because life is never going to stay the same. For example, you might be poor or you might be struggling, and tomorrow you might wake up and have a bunch of money, and then later down the line you might lose all that money. We need to learn how to adjust. The more life changes, the more we need to learn how to change with it. You know, like, change with it, embrace it, and just adapt to your new environment, adapt to your new thing. Maybe you were doing YouTube and you were making millions, thousands of dollars, and then that's not happening for you anymore. Now you got to get back into a 9-to-5. Now you're gonna have to start over from scratch. Learn how to adapt, because as we grow, life changes. Every single day life changes. Every single day something changes. So what we need to do is learn how to adapt to it, and learn how to change with it, and learn how to live with it. Learn how to go into survival modes for the different, you know, moments that life has to offer us. And we need to use struggles as fuel. Let our struggles channel our energy. Okay, take the struggle as motivation. Allow us to push even harder for the goals that we want, for what we want to achieve in life. Allow us to take our lessons and elevate ourselves to another level, instead of, you know, crying and complaining. Listen, crying, complaining never fixes anything. Never, ever, ever, ever fixes anything. You cry, you complain, honey, that's just what it is. You're gonna cry, complain to the same issues that you're having now. It's still happening. Ta-da! It doesn't change anything. So do we want to cry? Do we want to complain? Do we want to stress? Do we want to put ourselves in depression? No. Learn, channel the struggle, take the struggle as motivation, take it as opportunities for growth, and push yourself to the next level. And that's what you need to do. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. I will see y'all next time.